What's up, y'all? This your girl Supa D back with part 2 with Tanya and Anaza. Hi, I got it right. Don't remember the Instagram, but we back. And I want to say free Gilda, y'all. We're going to have her information at the bottom of the screen. Hit her up, send her mail, pictures, whatever. I'm mad she didn't call. She was supposed to call, so we slick was waiting on her, but we're going to pray that she calls. But let's get right back into it. So that topic is very, very sketchy because I used to literally feel like that. Like, I'm more of a loyal person, and I feel like and gonna stand on it. Cheating is never a mistake.
Right.
It's a choice. I ain't never slipped and fell on no dick.
Right.
If I was on it, I want to be on it. Period. So communication does play a big role.
Right.
I've learned that. But I also was a person to shut down. And when I was her age, definitely feel like Tanya. Wasn't thinking about no marriage. I had 10 niggas. I went from state to state, from here to here, out the country, wherever I want to go with, whoever I want to go with.
Right.
I tell my 24-year-old son that. But I appreciate that he's with one person. You know what I'm saying? Times are different from 20 years ago.
Right.
So, I don't think today that if I was married, because I used to even say that.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm married. You cheat on me, I'm out of here. I don't feel like that.
Yeah.
Especially with being in previous situations, listening to the things that married men complain about. It's a lot of things that us women do lack. And I think from me being on both ends of the field, I was once a fiancé, I was once a girlfriend, I was once the other woman. So I know how to play all sides. And I take a lot of things that I've heard from men, how to deal with my own, you know. So I think women a lot of times use sex as a pawn when they get in a marriage, even in a relationship.
Yeah.
You can't feel like you gonna hold a pussy. If you wanted to slut him out to get him, now you got him. Now you want to hold a pussy over his head like a pawn. And if he cheat on you, you feel some kind of way. Bitch, I cheat on you too.
I'm screaming.
If you not giving me the pussy, where I'm supposed to get it from?
Right.
The fuck?
For
You
sure.
didn't suck me dry to get me over here with you, now I'm with you, and you tripping.
Right.
So you can't do that.
Okay.
I don't feel like that's fair at all. Women, we need to stop. She said it earlier. Stop allowing stuff that you know you really don't fuck with.
Yeah.
I don't like cigarettes. Period. You cannot go with me and smoke no cigarettes. I don't care. If I'm not working, I'm about to try to kick this habit. I'm about to try to stop smoking cigarettes. You not the man for me, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That should have killed me. So, bitch, if you willing to kill me, it's fuck me anyway. So, you need to find you somebody else to be with.
Okay, so
that's hilarious.
With that being said, with that example in the cigarettes, right? What if he say, okay, I'm not going to smoke cigarettes in the house, or I'm going to smoke it in the car, or there's going to be no smoke around you, but I can't give up because I've been smoking for 20-something years or whatever. Or maybe it could be that it's his relaxation or something. You know what I'm saying? He's getting some type of benefit. If he compromises for you and don't bring the cigarettes nowhere in the house and it's not around you or whatever, what happened?
You could smell
If it's the right one, you gonna compromise. I feel like if it's the right one, you're gonna compromise.
I mean, if the right dude come along, you're not gonna compromise.
Right, because I never like cigarette smells either.
I don't like cigarette smell.
But if you get everything else out of him,
he smokes cigarettes, but I don't smell it at all.
She's
around him.
A valuable point.
Yeah,
the right person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
I was willing to do that in a previous relationship, but it's gonna seize me. But I've compromised with the cigarettes, a lot of other things, and you don't compromise for me. I like flowers every week.
Right.
You literally refused purposely to not give me flowers every week, and told me after I realized, are you doing this intentionally?
Oh, that's crazy.
That you was trying to see. What the fuck was you trying to see? I'm still trying to see why the fuck I let you smoke cigarettes and fuck with me. So that goes to the right person.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you're my person and I'm your person, I would be cool. Not even cool, but I'll allow the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Why you not getting my flowers? So it was
Right.
like, you want me to give, but you don't want to give nothing.
Right.
And a lot of times, us women, if we like a person that much, we just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Keep going. And now it's 5 years down the line, and you complain about something you never liked from the start.
Mm-hmm.
And men don't do that. They're gonna tell you straight off the dump, I don't want you fuck with other niggas.
Yeah.
Fuck with other niggas. Da da da. And I was stupid ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he could say all of that shit, but doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to go for the shit.
Right.
You know
But
what I'm
most
saying?
time we do.
No, most times,
I'ma speak
I'm
for
going to
this
stand,
side.
stand on that side, maybe. But when you already know what you could do and keep it 100, where you know how to work and maneuver, that nigga won't know shit.
I'm screaming.
You gonna do what you want to do,
Oh, guys.
right?
When this hit the airwaves, I might be doomed.
Oh Lord.
So I'm not
think
even
I'm gonna
worried
do my
about
comment
he can
out.
yap all day. Tell I don't want you fucking with this nigga. I don't want you around this nigga, and I'ma still do what I want to do because at the end of the day, I know how to carry and maneuver shit.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I like being honest with niggas, so like shit.
I mean, you being honest, but
Niggas like to be lied
dudes
to.
do. So
Well, if you do, you're
I
not
agree
for
with
it.
that.
that
I
shit is
agree with
so
that.
crazy.
I agree with that.
I'm never being no
Because-
real ass bitch again.
Listen.
Telling niggas my business, no.
I don't
'Cause
tell
they
them my
really can't
business,
handle that shit.
but if
They
it
want,
is what it
baby,
is, I'ma
be
tell
honest
them.
with you. That shit, every time, and I've been that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I ain't gave a fuck. I
Yeah.
do what the fuck I want.
I never gave a fuck.
So I've literally sat back and watched myself. When I started seeing, I should have lied. So then I'm like, okay, now let me see. I'm about to lie. And this nigga gone. Nigga. I'm literally sitting here lying to you. And they just,
They're not as
Okay.
forgiving as we are, but it's not even just lying to them. It's just some stuff you don't have to tell, because
it's
men
their
don't tell us
ego.
everything either.
they don't.
I've been 100% with every nigga I've been with.
Yeah,
If
no,
they
but
gonna love me, they gonna love me.
Yup.
If
Right.
not, leave me alone.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's how I
That's it.
feel.
Right.
I move the
don't
way
fuck
how I
with me.
move, and if you don't like that, then don't be
Right,
with me because
exactly.
it's always an option to walk out the door. As long
Yup.
as I ain't married,
As
You
long
can
as
walk.
I'm
Right.
not married.
that's
to
how
them.
I feel.
right.
And I can walk too. So I don't need to lie if I'm gonna go out and
Yeah.
date. If I'm seeing you and I'm dating other people and I made it clear that we dating other people, you could go date who you want and I date who I want.
Right, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about a date that I've been on.
Right,
If
exactly.
that's what you want to hear about,
Right.
because you want to be slick and say, "Oh, you dating, so tell me what
Yeah.
happened."
Now
so
when
I
I
start
tell
telling you what
you, you
happened,
mad.
and now you in your feelings.
No, but I've
Don't do that.
noticed men like me more when I'm more honest with them. Like when I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about how they feel about what I say. Like
Yeah.
they want me more from
Because
in my
it's a challenge for
opinion.
them. They feel like they can break that barrier.
Yeah.
Every man feel like that, especially with a dominant woman.
Yeah.
I've watched it. I'm talking about literally watch how men try to break me down from what I say,
Humble you.
how I'ma be.
Yeah.
No, this how I'ma be.
Right.
Yeah.
In the moment, give them a little bit and it always go. Because I'm not being, like she said, I'm not being myself.
Right.
So I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah, I don't
Be-
alter myself for nobody.
For anybody, right?
Yeah.
Take me as I am, and I'm gonna take you as you are. If you fronting for me, I'm gonna find out sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because
And
it's gonna
I
show.
realize this: men want you to. They like you for everything they like you for, and they be the same things that they want to change about you once you
when
get
they
with
get,
them.
yeah, once you get with them, that's true. I
Like,
believe.
You know what? You're absolutely
and
right.
I always say, but that's what you liked about me.
Right, because they know that other men are gonna like you, and they don't want
But
that
if I like you,
competition.
it's only about you. It's not about all them other people.
I think that guys
That's their
have
own-
They're
a hard
territorial.
time
Yeah.
believing that when they do get an alpha female like me or you, that they have a hard time believing that we actually are
Can-
paying
yeah.
and focus on them and want that one dude.
Right.
They really feel like, oh, damn, all these guys are at her. She's not
Yup.
going to be focused on me. But they don't understand, at least for me, if I don't have that vibe with you or feeling you like that, you ain't never going to touch me.
Right, right.
So I've been in beds with guys that I laid with and they ain't touched me.
Right.
But I had to lay there because I gotta wait to get sober up and go home. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. You already know my vibe. I'm telling you, nah, that shit ain't happening.
Right.
I'm gonna lay in the bed with you, but don't touch me. And they know not to touch me. And they don't understand that shit can actually happen.
Yeah.
You know
They're
why?
not used to
Because
that.
they think
They
what
be
they
fucking on
did.
everything.
Right. No,
They be
right.
fucking on everything that lay next to them.
Right.
And they until they run into somebody like me.
Yeah.
And then
Or there's women out there fucking up the game too. That's what it is.
Yeah, I say that all the time. I say it's these dumb females that do get in the bed with a dude and feel like they have to
Like,
sleep with them.
Right.
You don't have to.
Right, exactly.
Because quiet is kept. If you tell that nigga no, he's gonna say no.
Exactly.
All right, I'm not going to touch him.
Right.
Because they don't want no problem.
Right.
Because they really don't know how you could go with it. Right.
Yeah.
So some hard-head niggas will try their hand, try to still touch you. You know what I'm saying?
I think I put out so many hotels, y'all.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like, bro,
ain't no dude put me out though. They was mad as shit and probably slept in the chair. But they ain't put me out.
And I don't even give a fuck. Like, I'm telling you, a nigga flew me out to Houston. Oh, man. And I'm like, listen, I'm telling you, I know how niggas feel when they fly out.
Yeah,
I
you know
ain't
what it
coming there to
is.
fuck,
Right.
Straight up. Again, thought he was gonna break me down. We went shopping at the Galleria. I don't care. I told you before I got here. So look what this nigga do.
Oh no, he canceled your flight, huh?
No, listen, this is what he did. When I did get in, when we got back, because we had to went 8 and all this. When I got back to the room to lay down, this dude literally, I'm talking about childish, keep pulling the covers off me.
Oh no, we would have been fighting.
I'm talking about that time, man. I'm like, listen, I'm about to go. I called my best friend. I'm like, listen, book me a room under your thing, cause she got the family friend. Book me a room. Like, I'm about to go. She was like, what happened? I'm like, this nigga literally have been pulling the cover over me for 3 hours. Before I go to jail, bitch, I got to get out of here because first of all, I don't play with my fucking breasts, bitch.
That she's fucked up.
What? I'm talking about literally pulling a cover out and walking in and out the door. So, you know how hard the hotel door slammed? That bitch,
wow.
Boom.
Oh, he was mad as fuck.
This big fine bitch laying up under there. Believe he could get that pussy, boy, get away. I said, no, I don't even like you like that. Girl, when I tell you I got out of there, happened again. At somebody's house, I said, I'm not sleeping with you. Just come lay next to me. I'm like, all right. My stupid ass though just won't lay up. Goes lay up 3 o'clock in the morning. Poke. I'm like, hey, what's going on? So I guess because a man just can't believe, like, you telling me no.
Yeah.
That mother ever said, well, get out.
Mama.
I reached over, looked at my phone. I said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, you absolutely right, bitch. Put on my thing, because I've never thrown it away, bitch. I got somewhere to go, and I got money to give me a room wherever I'm at.
Right.
I got the fuck out of there. Like, it has happened so many. I ain't gonna even call you out, but somebody even gave me head thinking they was gonna. No, I said no. Thanks for the head though, but no, I told you I wasn't fucking you.
It happened.
Like, I didn't even ask you to eat me out.
Right.
You came
crazy.
over here fucking with me as I go my black ass to sleep.
It has happened.
Yeah.
Many a times, but it still don't break.
Right.
Shout out to you. I think that person hates me to this day.
I thought you was pointing at it. I was like, whoa.
I know.
She called you out now.
Baby, your face is red.
Yes, I'm talking about it.
I was like, damn, baby, all right.
Oh
my God, that was so funny. Girl, so how do you feel about that? If you get flued out, do you feel like you have to?
My mom always told me don't accept anything when I know, like, from men with stuff like that, because I know what it is. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, they can present themselves as if they want you to just genuinely have fun. And a lot of times they have ulterior motives. So it's like always give them the benefit of the doubt before you accept. Like I've been flown out too before, but like I knew what it was, you know, at the end of the day. So I was still prepared if I needed to, but I'm not accepting it if, you know.
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah.
I've been flown out several times. Things ain't happened, but I'm always prepared. Like,
yeah, if it needs to.
Know somebody in the town or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come get me. So it ain't no problem.
My bad, y'all.
I'm hungry too. Okay.
So why are women looked down upon when we just have casual sex? Like if we got our shit together and you know, oh I like him, he fine as fuck, I won't fuck him. Da 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 da. Life goes on. I'm not in a relationship. And I always use Lori Harvey because everybody get mad when she on to the next. Like, it's over. I feel like that shit go on with a lot of women. We just don't know them. They're not in the limelight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's still a question. Why is it looked down upon when men can date this bitch on Tuesday and come to the family function on Saturday with somebody else and nobody says nothing, or if they do, it's jokingly. But if a woman do that, she's really looked down on.
Yeah. You gotta look at it as who's looking down upon you though. Like who is that person?
No,
because exactly. So for me, I don't be giving a shit what other people think.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, if I decide to have a nigga at Thanksgiving meal and a new nigga on Christmas and a new nigga for New Year's Eve. That's what the fuck me. I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it don't necessarily mean that I'm fucking all three of them niggas.
Say it again. Say it again. Right? Say it one more time.
It don't necessarily mean that I'm fucking all three of them niggas.
Yeah. And let me add this thing.
It could just be friends.
Have made women, have manipulated women to feel like, if I see you with a nigga, you fucking him.
Yeah,
so now
exactly.
You feeling less than a woman because you, I don't want nobody to see me. I don't give a fuck who see me. You don't know if I'm fucking this nigga or not.
Right. Exactly.
And we're all adults. So
I've never been the one.
This ain't high school.
I've never been the one to pay attention to what people had to say about me or how they feel. And down to my mother. My mother say some slick shit to me. I'm laughing that shit off and keeping it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been the one to worry about what people think about me. I'm going to do what I want to do at the end of the day. So if they looking down on you, you don't even know that person to even be able to look down at them for what the fuck they doing. Right. How about that?
They're not paying my bills, so who cares?
Yeah, I totally agree. I just hate the fact that a lot of women...
It's a stigma.
Yeah, and a lot of times they stay in relationships longer than they should.
Right.
Because they don't want to feel like, they're with somebody else. But it's a whole manipulation tactic, even down to parents. I've heard my grandmother say some shit and I was like, girl, what? I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's just back in the days too. It's
I
culture.
think because they're thinking for back in the day, right? Because there's a lot of stuff that my mom said
had to put up with.
Because it's just how they were. I watched my mother be with my father. My father fucked up and had a baby. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why you ain't leave? But she's like, where am I going?
I hate it when my mama
now we have the freedom.
Be by yourself and be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she's like, no, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be with him. And it was just like, I started looking at my father different. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that nigga. Like, who the fuck he think he is having babies at
disrespecting
at
you
50 and shit on my mother.
You
know what I'm saying? So I was on some other shit where I think that's where I built up some of my animosity towards niggas and just don't give a fuck. Because I could be in love with a nigga, but if he crossed me, I'm done with you.
Right. Type shit.
That's it.
Shit.
And it could be the simplest shit. It could be the simplest shit. And I'm done. Like, nigga, you ain't tie your shoelace tight today.
Bro.
I'm done.
Like, why is your ass crack showing?
Right.
Boy, been wearing his pants like that since you met him. Bitch, what is wrong with you?
I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different for me, man. I definitely
am one of those.
It's different for me.
Like, I click out. And I hate the fact that I've been, like, semi-single so long because...
Me too.
I live by myself. Like, I've been living by myself for a long time. So too many nights spent over. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Right, you got a home, right?
Yeah. So, but what I will say about that,
and it's moving on up. Or do you?
What I think is, I think that when you get to that point where you're used to being single and you feel good about it, so you let who's in come in your space, but you really don't want your space to be bothered so long for certain amounts of time, but then you really do want to be in a relationship, but you really don't.
I want to be like, girl, we've been together 20 years. I want to say that so bad.
You know what I told my dude the other day, because we at the point where we talking about certain things. I said, I'm cool with us living in 2 separate houses. He was like, no the fuck I'm not.
I feel like that too.
We can have our separate residences. I'll give you a key and everything.
Yes,
but I
you have
would
a
be
key,
in my
I
bed
have a
one night
key.
and I'll go over your house. He was like, nah, that's
Married or just in a relationship? Married or in a relationship?
Relationship.
Okay, that's different. Of course, I want my own space in a relationship.
No, but I'm saying that if we do get married, like I feel like if we do get married, like
you don't have to stay in the same residence. I don't have to stay
in the same house with you.
I agree, because if we gonna be together like forever, ever, hey buddy.
Yeah, I think you guys could have like separate rooms in the same house, but I want to be in the same house as my man. If I'm married with them, you know, and then
like
you
a day
have
or
your
two
own
at the
room.
condo by myself.
Yeah,
getting a massage.
Well, no, that's different. I thought you meant like living like completely separately. I'm
going to keep
we have the big house for us in the family,
right?
And then a little condo or something.
Okay, that's different.
House that I had before you.
No, mine was a little bit different.
She wanted to live in completely different residences.
Separate houses at this point.
Yeah,
I don't care. Like if I'm married to you, I'm married to you. We go out and we hang out and we do all this shit. We don't have to be in the same. Like being in the same house is not a deal.
It's not imperative.
It's not a deal breaker for me either.
Everyone's relationship is different too. It's what you're okay with.
I could be away from you, and I trust you enough that I think that if it was to happen like that, you would probably be over at one house more than you would be the other. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, we could figure out what we're going to do with the houses and stuff. So what it is that like me and my man, we own properties, right? So we in a different type of relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We already been established. So there's a lot of moving parts when it comes down to it. So I'm not willing to give up my house. He's not willing to give up his house. So I'm gonna go over there some days, and he's gonna come over mine some days.
Okay,
that's all that is.
Okay,
but he still doesn't feel like if it's supposed to be a marriage. Like he doesn't think that is appropriate. And even I asked my son. I said, "Would you think that it's okay for me to be a?" He was like, "No. Either you go there, or he's coming in."
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's 2024. Everything is okay now. Like it's it's whatever you guys are okay with.
So
who cares?
We're gonna wrap it up, and I want you guys, please, y'all, DM, comment, whatever. But what do y'all think about being in a committed relationship, thinking and are married, and living in separate houses? For me, I'm straddling the fence because I am with it. I'm definitely with it, but I'm with it in more of we have a one big house thing, and then we have a condo. So when I'm working on bed nerves and he like, bro, I'm about to go, I know where he's at. I know he's at the condo. I know he's not with another woman. Just like when he work on my nerves, boy, I'm going over there. And most time when you're really into with a person like that, one of y'all gonna pull up. I miss you. I'm coming. So with that being said, y'all know what it is. The real one, Supa D, is my Instagram. Free Gilda. Shout out to Gilda. Love you.